To begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting, wherever you may be today, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. What's great about Australia Day? One, it's an opportunity for us to celebrate the fact that we look out for each other, especially when our backs are against the wall. Two, it's an opportunity for us to celebrate our Indigenous culture, which is the longest surviving culture of anywhere in the world. And that's something we should be incredibly proud of and something that we should celebrate. My grandmother was 7.5 months pregnant with my mum back in 1928, and she had 3 little kids, and her husband died at a pretty young age, and he had some pretty serious addictions, so he left very little money in the bank for the family, and it was the local Salvos that turned up with a box of food. And I think the Salvos were, back then, incredibly helpful to our family, and so it almost got embedded in our DNA. One of the things for me is there are an increasing number of Australians that feel overwhelmingly isolated. And I think that's one of the drivers for me is what can I do to actually address social poverty, and it doesn't take much. And when you just spend time with people, and when you actually see them not just emotionally doing better, but actually physically, they're upright, they're able to look you in the eye, and you think, wow, I've actually had some sort of impact here on this person's life. That drives me to actually do more. I think one of the things about Australia is we've actually led the way when it comes to addressing COVID, and I think we're a world leader in that area. There's no question about that. But I think where we're leading the world is also in the area of the way that we've looked out for each other. I think that's absolutely critical, and I think it's one of the things that we often overlook. But we are remarkable in looking out for those that have been given up on. We're remarkable at looking out for those that have fallen through the gaps. And that's something that we're great at, but it's something that we need to continue to be great at going forward. So this Australia Day, I'd really encourage you to think about someone that feels like they've just been given up on. Pick up the phone, go and have a coffee with them, and remind them that they count and that you care. Reflect, respect, celebrate.